Hey guys, so I did this exact same thing with the Figma Link figure, and now I'm gonna do with Ganondorf. Of course, we're gonna do the comparison, and yeah, I think this is the best way you can do it. With the actual statues. Here, as you guys can see, I have all three of them. But another thing is, yes, I do know how to pull Link's hood down. Just didn't show in the last video. So let's start right off. As you guys can see here, obviously the actual figure is not painted. Now, I do want to point out that it does look like he does pretty much has all the freaking, how you say this, all the little details that it has on the little forehead of his, which is very interesting. Now, I'm gonna zoom in, but I really cannot see the little squares that you guys can see there. It has like these squares and these little rectangles. Of course, you can see the freaking here, of course, they're on the forehead, the jewel, which I wonder how they're gonna do it. Again, you can see it here now. I don't know if they're just gonna do it like this, that it's not gonna be glowing or anything, or they're gonna make it glow. Now, another thing that we cannot see in the actual figure is all those scars that he has. I'm pretty sure that might be hard to figure, but as of right now with this picture, we really cannot tell. The other thing is, man, the hair looks pretty much the same. The beard, the hair, the sideburns, pretty much the same. The bags under the eyes, the cheekbones. The nose is where it looks a little bit different. This nose looks a little bit sharper, while the one the figure doesn't look as sharp, but that could just be because of the angle. Now the mouth looks the same, and the eyes look pretty darn spot on, even if I do think the ones on the figure look a lot better. Now, obviously, he has earrings, as you guys can see there. And of course, his little chest piece, you guys can see. We can't really make out all the detailing on the little chest piece, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna look pretty close to this one, because it's not that difficult of a detail. Now, his outfit, at least on the right side here, you can see how it has some designs to it, and it doesn't have them in the figure, not yet, because it's not painted. I'm guessing that's gonna be part of the paint application, so that will be there until then. Now, if you do look at his hand here, you can see that the actual figure does have the little beads going all the way to the finger that has the ring, and you can see that he has the two rings on the fist, so that is pretty cool. And another thing that is gonna be, obviously, that's gonna be done with the paint job is gonna be the inside of the sleeves. You guys can see that it has some really nice detailing, so don't worry, I'm pretty sure the sleeves are gonna have them in the final figure. And here is that little jewel that he has on the end of the sleeve. You can see that the figure has it as well. Now, this buckle here, he also has in the figure. Now, one very interesting detail is that, at least with this in-game model, you can see, kind of make out the shape for that little diamond shape that it has, and it's because it's actually the graphics is actually, texture is actually clipping, but it still looks pretty nice. and the sash as well. So they did a good job there. Remember that the colors and all that stuff, we still have to wait for it. Of course, we have the wrappings for the abs, the actual abs. You can see that he pretty much has them. One big thing here is that you can see that he's supposed to have like this little shape to the abs, between them, and he doesn't look like he has it in the figure. I wonder if they're gonna add that detail later on with a little bit of paint. So let's move over to the right arm. One big thing, obviously, you can see that the joint is either, way too low, or they're gonna leave that part exposed. Hopefully they do close it up, because kind of right now with the figure it doesn't look that good, but I'm pretty sure they will close it up. But you can see that it even has the little detailing of those, I don't know if you can say that those are part of his muscle, or it's just part of, some scarring that he has. But again, all those symbols, all those tattoos are gonna get added later with paint. Now he does have these parts here, more jewelry of course, and as you guys can see, the figure does have them, but we can't really see them because of the angle. I wish there were more pictures from the sides and the back, but there's not. Even if there's a back mirror that you can see there. But other than that, here on this arm, again, yep, the figure does have that detail. Now let's move to the legs, of course. And wow, it took me out. Okay. And you can see that basically, yeah, the legs do have that detailing to them, except for one thing. Well, actually the figure does have it. The thing is that this part here, where the cuff of the pants there, and meets the jewelry, is actually in the figure. You can see it, but very slightly. You can see it more on the right side of it. Basically the left side of the figure, you can see a lot more, and it's because how they did the pants. But you guys can see that, yeah, even his feet does have the jewelry on it, which is gonna be very interesting that they actually went this route. I wonder how that's gonna look, fully painted and everything. We got the Ganon feet. Basically the big ass Street Fighter feet, which is very interesting. But yeah, that's gonna look, it should look pretty good. And we can see that it does have the little tie there on the actual leg, especially on the left one, because that's the one that's more prominent in the picture. Now his sword, or his katana, which is basically the Gloom sword, which is this one here. I think it would be easier for me to show you this one. That's pretty much the same sword. That doesn't change. It looks to be pretty much the same here with the design on it. You can see that there's some lettering on it here. And you can see the detailing on the handle. But again, that's not in the figure right now. Obviously, I'm pretty sure when they paint it, that's gonna be added on there. Sorry that I can't see. Oh yeah, let me see. Yeah, there we go. Look at the handle. The same design. It looks to be, yeah, it's the same design. The only difference is because of the angle the hand has it holding it on. It looks to be on its side, but yeah, it's the exact same one. Very interesting. And you can even see this on the picture. You can even see this little detail here. You see how it has like this little triangle shape or diamond shape to it? It's actually on the Figma, which is pretty cool. But what else? I mean, I guess we could talk about the back, but since we can't see the figure from the back, but as you guys can see, it's pretty much gonna be, you know, a continuation. You know, the muscles, the long hair here in that gigantic ponytail. Of course, a little bit more the handle of the sword. You know, the robe looks great. Looks really nice. Another thing is that the feet do have the wrapping on the figure, so that's really awesome. So that is cool, man. Ganondorf is really shaping up to be something really awesome. And the thing is, it's looking pretty spot on to the in-game model. At least, you know, the statue of Ganondorf. Because if we go and fight the actual guy, it's not gonna be that easy. You know, this guy doesn't pose. But man, I wonder. This is what I think. Oh yeah, before that, let me show you. So there's no denying here. You know, obviously his weapon is a katana, and so you guys can know there's a few of them. You know, there's the 8-fold blade, the 8-fold blade clean. You know, but his weapons are actually the gloom weapons, and there's also the 8-fold long blade as well. But you can see that the different, you know, his weapons are the gloom. So let me look for them here. This is, where is that gloom sword? I know, highly unprofessional too. No, here it is. See? That is the exact same sword that we already saw. I think maybe the color might be a little bit different on the handle. Oh no, it's the same. It's the same. So yeah, like I said before, I'm pretty sure he's gonna come with his gloom weapons. He's gonna come with the sword. He's gonna come with. Is there a gloom longsword? I don't think so. I don't think there's a gloom longsword. Kind of weird, right? That they did put the longsword, but there's the club, which that thing. When we see it in figure form, that's gonna be so badass. That's gonna be a badass weapon. And the gloom spear as well. Where is it? Traveler. Oh, here is the gloom spear. That's gonna look awesome as well, man. Knowing Figma, their swords, even this one, the sword that he's holding right now, you can see how sharp it looks, which is pretty awesome, and pointy. So this thing is gonna look awesome as well. So I'm sure he's gonna come with the gloom weapons. Obviously the bow is a big one, because I know a lot of people don't like the construct bow, which is 466. There's no doubt about that. That is the sword, the actual bow Link comes with, because all the other ones, drum bow, that's not it. Mighty construct bow, nope. And it's definitely not the Soul Knight bow. It's just 466. That's the only one. But here is the Demon King's bow. And I know a lot of people are gonna enjoy that. That one a lot more than the other. And obviously, that's the other thing. Will Link be able to, you know, use Ganondorf's weapons? And I think the answer is yes. Because his hands might be big on the figure. It might look pretty big, but I'm pretty sure to hold them is gonna be the exact same size as Link. It will be something really easy for them to do, or they could just include handle swap also. which is pretty interesting. And I think, let me see if I do have one of these. Silver, I have one of these glues here. I got that. I don't know if I have the sword. I don't think that's the sword. No, this is just a silver lining bar. Anyway, I can have quite a few to glue stuff, obviously. Oh, here it is. Yeah, bloom tall. As you can see, yeah, you know, it might. They could do a handle swap, just have that done. I really don't think they're probably gonna do that. Honestly, it looks pretty much the exact same size for both Link and Ganon, at least here in the statue. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Link can use them as well. And like I said before, I think that is the name of the game here. I think what they're gonna do is, hey, Ganondorf's gonna come with the gloom weapons. He might come with something else, and I think I know what it is. Now, obviously, it will be the Giga Mask. I think if there's an accessory to give Link, it would be this one. You know, from Ganondorf. That would make sense. But if not, well, it's not. It's probably, you know, it could be, it could not be. I mean, do I think we will get, you know, the whole set, like the Flame Breaker, the Sora armor? Maybe, maybe not. So that's a big possibility that they could just give us the mask. They could also give us something, no, maybe a Hoblin mask, Coblin. You know, something simple. I think if they're gonna give us something else besides the weapons for Link, it will be a face or one of the masks. Something simple, something that is not too crazy. You know, not a whole armor set. That will. Well, this game has a bunch of potentials for armor set. Like, heck. Imagine getting the glide armor set, like that would look awesome. And of course, the one that is most likely, at least in my opinion, that I think we might get, next one would be the archaic, because the thing with the archaic is, oh, you have that wild looking Link and another accessory that I think Zelda could come with. Like I said this before, I think Zelda, she's probably gonna come with the Master Sword, but I wouldn't be surprised if she comes with, at least with the picture they gave us, I'm pretty sure she's gonna come with the Master Sword, either broken off, how you start the game, that only has 1 of damage, and it's the one you give to Zelda, basically send it to the past. Or she give us the Master Sword when it's restoring itself, when you pull it off her forehead as the dragon. I think that would be the other version of it, which would be really cool. But what else? What else could Ganondorf bring for Link? I mean, he could come with... We haven't gotten any food, you know, Link doesn't come with any food, so... Who knows, maybe he'll come with some dubious food. That'll be interesting if he does come with that. That's a nice little bonus. Maybe a Soul Knight device? That'll be great, because right now, all that we have is the rocket, right? We have the rocket that attached to the shield, and that's pretty much it. But I don't know, I could see them giving us maybe a time bomb, something small, maybe, you know, like it's steak, or you know, stuff that isn't that big or that complex to go along. Heck, oh, the emitters. The emitters is something because you can already attach the rocket to the shield, meaning why not include the flame emitter with Ganondorf, the frost one, the shock emitter, the beam emitter, and maybe the cannon as well. Those could be nice little bonus to go along with that Ganondorf. But I think, like I said before, I think that if we're gonna get another Link, it's probably gonna be this one, the archaic tunic Link. Since probably, you know, it's mostly gonna use the same mold. But if you ask me, another one that is very possible that we can get, Asian Hero Aspect. I think this will be the one that I would love to get a Figma of this guy. It would be awesome just to get him, because the thing is, they do that one and they go with Demon King Ganondorf. You know, they go with this one. They do that one as well, which would be awesome. And Zelda, they do the one with the blue outfit from the beginning of the game, because that's the other thing. Link, they're giving us Link with his outfit from, you know, from the start of the game. They're giving us Zelda from, you know, her pretty much her final outfit, and Ganondorf is in his, you know, in his pretty much first stage boss one. And so, who knows? Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the plan. Go with a Link, normal Link, then go with archaic, or go with Hero Aspect, and then Ganondorf, you know, first stage boss, and then come out with the Demon King, and then Zelda come first with that last outfit of hers, and then come out with the first one. But hey, getting this one as well would be pretty awesome. But all that, you know, all that remains to be seen. Figma, sometimes they do a few figures, and when it comes to Zelda Skyward Sword, we only got Link, but we never got Lothwing, we never got Zelda from that game, we never got Krys. And when it came to Twilight Princess, we only got Link and Zelda, no Ganondorf, you know. But still, it's cool seeing that. And from what I'm seeing, at least when it comes to sales, the DX version of Link is sold out everywhere. The normal version, you can still get it, you know, you can still pre-order it. Will that have some impact? I think so, but also I don't think Figma is betting on the normal version. Pretty sure all their bets was gonna be on the DX version, and it makes sense. So, my opinion, Link is gonna sell. The DX version already has sold pretty well. I think Ganondorf is gonna sell. Might sell even better, honestly. Zelda is the one that might not sell that much, but depends. Zelda is the one that depends on the accessories. If Zelda comes with, you know, both, you know, the broken Master Sword, the fully, you know, the Master Sword in between the restorations, and maybe something else, which I want to show you guys here. It comes with a silver Lino horn, and you get this look to it, and that could be something, just a piece of plastic that you slide on the sword, and that's it, on the blade. I think many people will go for that, because Zelda would be if it was to me, I think Zelda would be the one that I would be the figure to put a few of the Soul Knight items. And I think, you know, there's a few of them that you can put. Maybe it doesn't really have to be the big ones. Like I said, it could be the emitters. It could be the emitters. It could be the bomb. It could be a fan. You know, maybe a hydrant. Maybe something like that. Or maybe food as well. Maybe some of the food. Or a material, you know, you can put some bomb flowers there. Or some key eyes or something that, you know, maybe they can give you a little bow. A little arrow, which the tip you can switch off and put different stuff on it. That would be a nice little touch as well. So, oh, that's just speculation. I mean, an ancient blade. Maybe. Ancient blade arrow. You know, well, that is speculation on my part. We don't really know. We're not gonna know until Zelda is released. But again, since that shield can be attached with stuff, we don't know if the Hylian shield can be used to attach the rocket to it. I hope you can, but we'll see. And I don't think Zelda's gonna come with a bow. By the way, I do have the Dusk bow since I have the Twilight Princess Zelda. I do have that bow, so I can already recreate this. But yeah, she could come with a bow, a better bow for Link, and maybe the royal. Maybe that's the whole plan here. Ganondorf is gonna come with the gloom weapons, so that's gonna come with the royal weapons. So that would be very interesting if they do that. You know, the Zelda comes with a few of the royal weapons, like a claymore. They could give him the royal claymore, because when it comes to two-handed weapons, if Ganondorf comes with the gloom weapons, then he only's gonna have only 2 of them. But if Zelda comes with a few of them, he can have the royal hamlet. He can have the royal guards, claymore. Well, obviously there's, you know, soldiers, claymore as well. The nice claymore. Obviously, it's not gonna come with all that. Maybe I say Ganondorf's gonna have what? Gloom sword, gloom spear, gloom club, and the gloom bow. That's 4 weapons. So yeah, 4. 4 of the royal weapons would make sense to Zelda come with for Link. Maybe one of the shields. You know, maybe one of the royal shields, and that would pretty much be it. Well, again, this is all just speculation. Take it with a grain of salt. We don't know. Would be cool. Other characters, of course, would be great if we get Minfa. Well, not Minfa. I mean, of course, our boy Sidon, Tulip, the Gerudo, of course. Would be very interesting if that happens. And obviously armors. I know a lot of people that will 100% buy a Sora Armor Link Figma figure. I include myself on that. And there's quite a few cool armors that they can pull off, honestly. And the thing is, they could do it like sets. Like, they go like, hey, come out with the Mystic, you know, armor set. Something. Well, maybe not that one. Maybe that one's a little bit too complex. But, you know, some of the simpler ones, like the Soul Knight armor. You know what? This Soul Knight armor and the hero aspect share a lot of stuff, don't they? They could do a 1-2. with just one mold. So that's pretty cool. You'll be able to swap out the heads on the Figmas. Can't do that. You know, swap out the faces between the figures, because the pegs on the back of the heads, at least for the Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword ones, are different, so you can't do that. But who's to say that this Link, you know, his face doesn't have kind of like a universal one that fits both of them? That would be awesome if they do that. That would be great. But yeah, back to old Ganon here. You know, I think that's gonna be one hell of a figure. That's gonna be pretty awesome, and I cannot wait to have him, you know, displayed next to Link. Oh my god, all the epic stuff that we can do. Stuff that wasn't never, you know, has never happened in the games, never happened in the cartoon series. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be pretty awesome. So yeah, I think I ramble on too much. This video's already 31 minutes. Man, time flies when you're having fun. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.